Then we get to this liquor store when you get out the car and your booty is bigger than mine and it's wiggling and your ass crack is out. I'm so irritated. I'm
get these drinks out here. I got money, so they put it in the bag. I'm pulling off all the tags and pulling off in the jag. Fuck being broke, cause broke niggas is mad. Get a job with your broke ass and get it out the hoe's ass. I go fast when I'm riding through the city lights. I'm from the Bay West Coast with your city like new nice fresh jeans and a snapback.
Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. I'm a vibe, you a vibe, we should vibe, so you should what? You should like, comment, share, and subscribe, but only if you want to, 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 only if you want to. If you're watching, that's really all I appreciate. Everything else is extra, and if you do so, I greatly appreciate it. If you want the extra juicy tea, go ahead and click the link down in my description below to join my membership. And if you want that extra raw and uncut juicy tea, go ahead and DM me on Instagram or TikTok to request my Patreon link directly from me. I got 4 videos over there. And if you in my Patreon, let them know it's worth it over there. It's worth it over there. Real tea. And I'm going to be dropping like 2 new videos, y'all. Because y'all. Yeah. Go and get up over there. And I don't know why I keep forgetting, y'all. Make sure y'all hype up the video and drop some brown hearts down in the chat so I know y'all tuned in. Y'all got me? Y'all got me? I've been being consistent. Y'all got me? Y'all got me? I know y'all do. Love y'all. Y'all, I'm about to be telling y'all about this hell dates. Okay? Man, don't talk to people you work with, potentially could work with, or anything like that, because then it makes things awkward when things go left. Okay, so we gonna call this man, I really want to call him Big Booty Judy, but I ain't even gonna do him like that. We gonna call him Kendrick. We're gonna call him Kendrick. Okay, y'all, so if y'all don't know, I'm an administrator for an insurance company. We sell life insurance, health insurance, annuities. We have financial advisors, things like that. Okay, so basically you can just say I work with finance, insurance, whatever you want to call it. So we get a lot of people who interview with us to see if they want to work with our company, if they want to become an agent. We get people who are not licensed. We get people who are licensed. People who are not licensed, we get them set up with our study platform for them to study to get their life and health insurance license. You know, we help them with testing, the fingerprinting, the applying for their state license. Okay, so I'm the one who usually helps with onboarding new agents, whether they're licensed or unlicensed. So one day this guy come in to interview with my manager, and I sit at the front desk. So when people come in for the interview, they come in, I greet them. Hello, how you doing? Are you here for the 10:30 meeting with my manager? They say yes. I greet them, strong handshake. Hi, I'm Shayla. I'm the administrator here. You know, I'll be helping you through the process. And we most likely communicated already, because a lot of times I set up the in-person interviews. So yeah, he come in, he introduced himself, I'm introducing myself. You know, I just tell him go ahead and have a seat. Now when I look at him, I'm like, okay, he cute. Now mind y'all, it'd be a lot of fine men that come through and interview with us, y'all, and I be one of the man, but he ruined it. He ruined it. Now it might be a couple, and I might double back on this year because they don't work with us no more, or they decided not to work with us. I might hit them up because they be fine. So yeah, when I initially looked at him, I'm like, okay, he cute. He was dressed real nice. He had on like some slacks, some dress shoes, like a suit. And he had like this nice, like trench coat type thing going on. But like, the professionally ones, I'll put a picture up if I can find like a picture of how he was dressed. He was dressed real nice, real clean cut, was given blue collar. Man, he was tall, light skinned. He was a ginger. He looked very handsome. He had on some buffs. Like he looked nice. He looked real presentable. He smelled good when I smelled him, all the stuff. So I'm eyeing him, but I'm trying not, I'm trying to keep it professional. I usually have like little small talk with them until my manager comes up and meet them and bring them to the back for the interview. So, I asked him like, where are you from? How old are you? Where you traveling from? What did you used to do, or what do you currently do? Like, what kind of field of work you work in? Small talk, have like little conversations, so we just little kiki, haha, whatever. And, he just seemed real cool. And you could tell like he was feeling me, but he was trying to keep it professional. And so was I, y'all. I wasn't like super flirting with him or trying to like too much googly eye him, but it was a little kiki haha. And I do this with everyone, men, women. I don't want y'all to be thinking like, oh my god, you just be flirting with all the dudes who come through your job. I don't. I be friendly, try to make everybody laugh and have like a little small talk, just so I can see what kind of personality they have, just to see shit if you gonna fit here or not. Like, I'm the first ears, eyes to the office. I protect the culture of our office. If somebody coming in and I'm not feeling the vibes, after my manager had his interview, I'm gonna tell him like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling the original vibes when they came in. I don't know. Like, we talk about it and then we discuss and see if they, will be a good fit for our office and our culture and everything we got going on in our office. So yeah. So where was he from? I think he was from Vallejo. I think he was telling me like, oh, I'm from Vallejo. Yes. Yeah, so he was like, I'm from Vallejo and I currently live in Vallejo, but he had just moved from Washington a few months prior to him coming in for the interview. So I'm like, okay, how was it out there? He was like, oh, it was nice, but the Bay Area, my home, and I just wanted to come back and, see what life had to offer me again out here in the Bay. Because I guess he had lived in Washington for a long time. I'm going to say he could have said like 5 or more years he lived in Washington and he wanted to come back. So by the time, wrapping up our little conversation, my manager comes, greet and gets him. They go to the back. They had a little interview. After they interview, I'm guessing things went well. They come to the front. I give my little speech when they're leaving out. He was not licensed, so I would have to help him get licensed. So I go over how I would help him through the process, y'all. I'm telling them, you'll be in contact with me. I'm going to send you an email with the instructions on how to get set up to study. Once you're done studying, I'll help you with the next step as far as testing, fingerprinting, and getting your license. And if you have any questions along the way, you would reach out to me. I'm going to be your point person until you're officially onboarded and working with us. Then you'll, meet your manager and they'll take it from there. Boom. So I give my little speech. Boom, he leave. I'm going to say like a week later, he calls me. A lot of times I tell the new people, text or email me before you just flat out call me. But some people like to just call and ask questions. I don't mind, but I do be busy, and I like a text or email so that I can see what's going on, and then I'll call you usually when I have time. People just calling my phone, blowing me up, and I'll be busy. Or I'll be on the phone with my friends and it's like, it's tea time. Like, I really do be bull stuffing. If y'all be watching my lives when I'm at work, y'all know I be up in there really chilling for real. But anywho, don't tell on me, because some of y'all be snitching, real monitoring spirits. And look, never mind, I ain't even gonna do that. I ain't even gonna say that. Anywho, y'all, so yeah, about a week later, he calls me. I answer because I'm like, thinking it's about work. He's like, hey, is this Shayla? I'm like, yeah, this is Shayla. He's like, oh, you remember who this is? I'm like, yeah. Again, I be knowing these people information because I'm usually the one who gets the information, set them up with these interviews. So I have their contact information. I remember people's like numbers. You know what I'm saying? Or I would just like look through the text and be like, did I text and communicate them, because a lot of times I will send them text reminders about their interview. So I see it's him. I'm like, yeah, I know who this is. He's just like, oh, okay. And I'm like, oh, are you ready to get set up with your test? We usually give them 2 weeks to study and then take their test. So him calling me in like a week, I'm thinking like, oh, you didn't went through the material already. You ready to set up your exam? That's what I'm thinking he's calling me for. Or he got some kind of questions. But he's just like, oh, how you doing? How your day going? I'm like, good. I'm thinking he, just having small talk with me. He was like, I don't want to seem unprofessional, but do you mind if I ask you, can I take you out? And I'm like, I don't know. I really don't try to mix work and my personal life together like that, because me at work and me at home is like two different people. At work, I'm Trishayla. At home, I'm Shayla. You know what I mean? Those are two different people. Now, don't get me wrong. At my job, it's not like no strict ass job. We cuss in there. We talk. We're real close. It is like a family oriented type of job. And I know people be like, oh, if they say that the job is toxic, but it could be. It's been a little drama up in there. But for the most part, like the people that I work closest with, like, they're like family to me. Like, I love my job. I love the people I work with, especially my managers and the other managers. Like, we tight, but they know me. They know a little bit about me outside of work, but not like the full me. Like, they don't know my social media. They know I do YouTube and like I do stuff on YouTube and stuff like that, but like, I haven't shared my Instagram, my YouTube with them. They don't know that. Only some of the girls I work with, which they don't work in my office. But anywho, like I said, me at work, me at home, two different people, and I don't like for people to see that side of me unless we lied in, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I really don't like to mix my personal life and work life. I don't know. It was just like, just like, let's just go have some lunch one day. I just really want to take you out. You're very beautiful. I'm not used to seeing natural women like you, that's just really beautiful like that. He was saying something like that. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm like, thank you. And I'm just like, I don't know. Let me think about it. And, I'll let you know. So we get off the phone, y'all, and he's texting me. He's kind of just telling me about himself. He's like, I got my own place. I do work. I'm already into like finance. I really do want to work with your company. I don't want you to think that I'm not serious about the job, but I am. But I am really interested in you, and I would really just like if you would let me take you on a date. I'm like, he didn't say nigga. Did he say nigga? He was like, I'm pretty sure, a lot of men come in their interview and they probably try to hit on you and stuff like that. But he's like, it's nothing like that. Like, I'm just really captivated by you. So I give him a little small talk. I'm like, maybe. And, he's just asking me, what do I do outside of work? I keep it very dry. I be traveling. I be just doing stuff with my friends, with my kid, with my family, just keeping it very cut and clean. So a couple days later, y'all, we end up on the phone. Now, I can't remember everything we was saying on this phone call, y'all, but the phone call went good. We was on the phone, chopping it up, laughing. Like, he had me dying laughing. I love a dude who can hold a conversation and you have me laughing, and it's just going so well. We was on the phone for like 2 hours, and then I think probably one of my other niggas called me and I got off the phone with him, but I don't know why I had got off the phone with him, but eventually I did get off the phone with him, and I felt like I got on the phone with somebody else, but the conversation went good. So you know what, my sister called me, so I'm on the phone with sis, because I'm like, girl, guess what? I'm like, one of these dudes came in the interview, he been trying to get at me. He not my type, because if y'all don't know, I don't want to say I don't like, but my preference is brown skin, dark skin. I don't care what race you is. I like brown skin. not even like a dude that's another race that's palm colored, or a palm colored Caucasian man over a light skinned black man. And it's no tea and it's no shade, but in my like I'm attracted to them. But as far as like if I want to be in a relationship with them or something serious, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. Who knows? But you know what's crazy? Most of my relationships I was in was with light-skinned men. Like my serious relationship, they were either light-skinned or palm-colored people. I only dated like seriously 2 dark-skinned men. That was delusional and cray-cray. Everybody else that I was in a serious relationship with or like seriously dated was like light-skinned or, you know, mixed or, you know, some type of Latin. But now, you know, my type is different. I like the milk chocolate, dark chocolate, caramel chocolate. Just, I like chocolate. Like, So, anywho, y'all, I'm on the phone with sis and I'm like, girl, like, I think I like him. He seemed cool. We was talking on the phone. He seemed real grown, real just blue collar, like not on that BS. I'm like, you know, he don't give me, you know, older YN, because a lot of these older men be acting like YNs. He spoke very well. He just seemed like a grown man. I think that's what I was telling sis. I'm like, yeah, he giving real grown man. Like he dressed grown man. He wearing the quarter zips. You feel me? He wearing the butternuts. He wearing the you know, the dress shoes. Like, you know, he seemed really well put together. So I'm just telling her that. I'm like, but girl, he light skinned. And on top of that, bitch, he a ginger. She like, shit. I'm like, girl, I know. Like, oh my God. So anywho, me and sis chopping it up. And then he had came back into the office. I don't know why he needed to come back into the office, but he needed to come back into the office for something. So one day he had popped in. He was like, I think I helped him set up his test. And I think he just popped into the office. I just think he wanted to see me. So he came into the office. He was like, I was in the area and I felt like, you know, I should just come in and you help me schedule my test in person. Because most times I usually help them schedule their test over like Zoom or Teams or something like that. If they want to come in and I help them that way, they can do that as well. But we usually do it over Zoom or Teams so they don't have to come in unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, our agents that work in the office, they only come into the office on Mondays and Thursdays. I'm the only one besides my manager who's in the office Monday through Friday. And even sometimes still my manager is not in the office. He's either out in the field, you know, or doing something, traveling, Like I'm the person who's in the office the most. Okay. And if y'all be on my lives, y'all will see on certain days, it's just me in the damn office. So it was one of those days. It was like either a Tuesday or Wednesday when he came in, and you know, I was seeing him on cheese, and I'm like, hey, you know, what you doing here? He like, yeah, I just wanted to come. You know, I was in the area. You helped me with my thing, so I had him get set up at one of the computers, and I'm just walking him through the steps and stuff. And you know, he was dressed real nice again, because you know, people come in, they're gonna put on their best suit and tie for like an interview. You know what I'm saying? But when he came in again, he wasn't in like no suit and tie. But he was dressed very grown man. It wasn't giving Nike tag. It wasn't giving, you know, it wasn't giving none of that. It was giving dressed like a grown man. You know, nice sweater, nice slacks, nice shoes, coat, you know, glasses. He had like the buffs. Like he looked really good. I think he even had like a little hat thing going on. He looked really nice, like real grown. Y'all know them with just like the men who just dress so grown. It just be like, oh, like, yes, like I could take you serious. You look like you're not gonna play with me. Okay. So we kind of just flirting and stuff while I'm helping him. He's just like, you know, come on, like, let me take you on a date. He was like, if you don't want me to take you on a date, like, let's just go get some coffee or some donuts or something like that. I'm like, you know, all right, cool. So on my lunch break, because he came like around 11ish. So my lunch break was coming up. So I'm like, all right, you know, it's a little coffee shop across from my job. We can go over there. So we walked over there because it literally, y'all, it was in walking distance. Like literally there, a lot of stuff that's by my job, I walk. I like to walk, get the fresh air, get the sunlight. So we walked over there. I never seen this man car. I don't know if, okay, we'll get there. But we walked over there to the little coffee shop. He bought me a little coffee. I had like a little donut. We just sitting there, we talking. And like I said, he had a great conversation. We chopping it up, you know, laughing, everything. I'm just like, okay, like, I'm very delusional. If you can make me laugh and I like you and we have good conversation, I already start picturing our life together. And that's probably my problem. I'd be like, okay, you know, I can deal with, I can mess with him. You know, we can have something going on. Like, I see me with a future with him. Like, we gonna have a house, we gonna have a car. We might not have no kids, but I might. So, mind y'all, he asked me if I had a kid. I told him I had a kid. I'm asking if he had kids. He said he had no kids. So I'm like, okay, cool. And y'all, I don't know how I be getting so lucky, but I be really finding the men that ain't got no kids. But then they got one on the way. So maybe I ain't that lucky. Okay. Y'all, do y'all know, I was thinking the other day, and I'm sorry this is so off track, but I've literally dated 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4 or 5 guys that I was talking to and they had a baby. Either months into us talking or like after I stopped talking to them, I found out they had a baby. I'm telling you, if a man tell you he going through stuff, he got a baby on the way. Or he hiding a baby, he got a girlfriend, something. These bum ass niggas don't start acting funny because they broke. No, broke niggas do be mean, but they don't start acting funny towards you because they broke. It's another bitch or it's a baby. I'm telling you, I'm living proof. I'm telling you. But anywho, he telling me he ain't got no kids. We just getting to know each other. He was around my age, 30 something. I don't remember his age. Anyways, that go cool. I go back to work. We talking like every day after that. Like everything's going cool. So one day he's just like, I want to take you out on a date. It's this spot by my house I really want to take you to. It's like a little bar set up. They got the pool tables in there. We can go in there, have some drinks. They got food. And you know, we can play pool. I don't know how to play pool. And everybody always want to teach me how to play pool. And I never get how to play pool, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, that sounds fun. So I think this was like a weekend, had to be like a Saturday or Sunday. So I get dressed, y'all, and I'm heading over to that wake. So I'm thinking how we were talking about it. He was making it seem like, pull up on me, you can park in my apartments, get in the car with me, and I'm gonna take you out. Right? When a man asks me on a date, ain't nowhere in my mind am I thinking I'm taking us on a date. Okay. You ask me out. You telling me you want to take me somewhere. I'm thinking you going to take me somewhere. You taking me out. Unless we already talked about it. Because he who shall not be named, on our first little date we went on, I drove us. But there was a reason why I drove us. And it's not because he don't got a car. He got cars, but anywho, but he paid for everything. It was, he pumped my gas, got gas, all that, anywho. But so first of all, I get to the man's apartments. I get lost. I'm asking him like for directions, come find me. He's like, oh, pull up. I park in like a little open spot and I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for him to come out and come get me. And I turn my car off because I'm thinking like, I'm gonna get out the car and get in the car with him. So I'm telling him where I'm parked at. I'm like, okay, I found a little spot. I'm parked. I'm thinking this man is gonna come pick me up and I'm gonna go ride with him. So I see somebody in like the wash house because I'm like in front of a wash house and I see somebody in the wash house. I'm just thinking it's a random person in the wash house. So I'm texting him. I'm like, hey, I'm in front of like the wash house in front of the front. If you want to meet me right there. I already parked and I can get out and get in the car with you. He's like, okay. Next thing I know, I see somebody walking out the wash house and to my surprise, it's Kendrick. Mind y'all, I done drove around the apartment like 3 times trying to find him. Whole time, y'all, he had been sitting in that damn wash house. So you didn't see me spin the block looking for your ass. And you, okay. So I'm thinking like, why was he sitting in the wash house? Why aren't you in your car? We just talked and I just said, okay, you're going to pick me up and take me. But not once did you say you was already outside and that you was in the goddamn washroom. So when he's walking out, I'm just like looking at him and he like pointing at me and I'm like, you know, in my car, like, yeah, it's me. So he walk over to my car and y'all, he get in my passenger seat. Passenger princess. I want to be passenger princess. Why are you in my passenger seat? I'm like, maybe he gonna tell me to pull around to his car or something. So he get in the car and he's just like, you mind if we go to the liquor store? Huh? Y'all. And when I tell y'all, it's like, y'all know how people be saying like code switching? The whole time me and him had been talking, he was giving very sophisticated, educated, well-spoken, you know, he got a little hood in him because he black, and I think he black and white or something like that. But, but when he got in his car and was like, can we go to the liquor store? It was giving YN. I'm like, are we gonna get in your car and go? He like, nah, like we can drive your car. Me drive? I'm like, okay. I'm like, are we gonna come back and get in your car for you to take me to the place? He was like, well, since we already gonna be out going to the liquor store, like we might as well just stay in your car. Mind y'all, he get in the car, he already smelled like alcohol. So I'm like, okay, now don't get, and I'm not trying to judge because I be having my liquor, but I don't know, for this particular day, y'all, I was not drinking. And usually I'm a girly, I'll be needing a shot or two and to take the ease off, but I hadn't had drank anything. I didn't have no bottle on me, no nothing. I'm thinking like, okay, we finna go out to this bar and we're gonna get drinks and stuff. So I didn't want to have to, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be just already drinking, driving there, because to get to Vallejo, you got to go over this bridge. This bridge be real windy. I'm like, I don't do all that. So, y'all, we pull up to the liquor store. Y'all, when I tell you we pull up to this, I should have left this nigga at that liquor store. Y'all, we pull up to the liquor store. He like, you want something from inside? And I'm like, oh, you can just give me some candy and like a little chaser, whatever like bottle of choice you gonna get. I'm not picky. Y'all, when this man got out my car, ba-dow, just wiggle, 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 wiggle. The man had a big old booty. Y'all, the man had mind you, on top of him having a big old booty, his crack was showing. Bro, when I tell you, I mean, I was already pissed off. Soon as I seen that man come out that washroom, something in my spirit just told me he finna be on bullshit. Because why did I tell you I've been lost? And he was trying to give me directions, and eventually he was just like, just park in the front. I seen a parking spot in the front. I said, I'm gonna park right here. You can meet me up here in the front. Come get me and redirect me. You know what I'm saying? That was red flag number 1. You watch me circle around 3 times, knowing your ass was already sitting in that washroom. Okay. You get in my car smelling like liquor. You get in my store, get in my car saying, let's go to the liquor store. Before he even said, hey, how you doing? Any of that. He was like, can we go to the liquor store? Then he was like, oh, how you doing? You smell good. You look nice. Then we get to this liquor store when you get out the car and your booty is bigger than mine and it's wiggling and your ass crack is out. I'm so irritated. I'm instantly like, see, this why a dark skinned man would never. This would never happen with a tall, dark-skinned, fine, buff, skinny, or husky, chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate man. This would not happen. So yeah, y'all, he go in the store, he in the store for a minute. Y'all, why this man come out, bro? This man had 2 shots, them little bitty shots you get out the store, of fucking Jack Daniels. Do I give Jack Daniels? Do I give Jack Daniels? Do I give little shot bottle of Jack Daniels? Now, when he got in the car and he pulled out them look, I'm like, I know this nigga is, I think he finna go in there and get a bottle of tequila. He could have even got Hennessy. He could have got Douce. This nigga could have even got Espanol. This nigga could have got Jose Cuervo. This nigga could have got Crown. This nigga came out with 2 baby shots of Jack Daniels. Then he didn't even give me a chaser. I'm so irritated. He was like, oh, I forgot your chaser. But I think I did ask for candy. He was like, well, here your candy. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. So I'm like, I thought we was gonna go to the little spot. Like, why are we even coming to the liquor store if we finna go have drinks and food and stuff at the little bar? He was like, you know what? Before we even go there, I want to take you to this little spot, you know, by the water. It's a nice view. Oh, brother. I'm like, this is not Kendrick. This can't be the same Kendrick. This cannot be the same. Now, I know at work and outside of work, I'm 2 different people, but it's not like that. Like, it's not giving that much of a difference. Because I still be me at work. I just be a little professionalier. You know what I'm saying? Outside of work, it's not giving YB, you know, your bitch. Just ghetto ratchet fabulous. Nah, I get a little turn to my love, but I'm still me. So I'm like, okay, you know, where the spot at? Like, what's the little address? He's like, I know where to go. I'm gonna give you directions. So boom, y'all, he giving me directions. We talking in the car, y'all. I'm irritated. I'm trying to hide that I'm not irritated because I'm like, let me just give this shit the benefit of the doubt because we was hella vibing. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking like, okay, because he smelled like liquor when he got in the car already. I'm like, okay, this nigga's already drunk. I don't know, maybe that's what it is. Like, you know, this but I don't like it. This how you act when you drunk. I don't want to drink. I don't want to nothing with you. Like, I'm irritated. I didn't even take the little Jack Daniels. I didn't want that shit. So boom, we finally put up hey Munchie. Like, we finally pull up to the little spot, y'all. It's a nice view of the water and everything. It's like the sun is not like setting all the way, but you know, it's starting to set. So nice view, very beautiful. So he was like, this nice view, huh? This nice view. I'm like, yeah, it's nice. Like, you know, whatever. So y'all, we in the car, we talking, and you know, he finally kind of starting to act, you know, regular again. We just in the car chopping it up. Then he was like, oh, I gotta pee. He a pissy ass nigga. I hate a pissy ass drunk nigga. You a pissy ass drunk nigga. I like my niggas who know how to hold their liquor. So I pulled over. I pulled to like this little spot and they had like some porta potties, but the porta potties was locked. So then he peed outside of the porta potty and I just didn't like it. He just got out the car and his wham just whamming, just jiggling, just rumbling, just irritated. So he get back in the car. We go back to our spot. We in the car. We talking, y'all. The conversation is kind of going cool. He telling me about like some of the financial companies he worked in before. He wasn't doing insurance, but he was like working with stocks and, you know, he had little businesses and stuff like that. And I'm just talking to him. So somehow we got on the conversation. He was just like, you know, what's your Instagram? And I was like, oh no, I don't give out my Instagram. I don't be trying to give out. If you don't know me and like, you ain't met me in like I give dudes I meet outside my Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, or if you just already knew me on Instagram, you got my Instagram. But you are somebody that is gonna be working with me. I'm not finna just give you my Instagram. I'm already not even feeling you like that. So I don't even want to give you my Instagram because you big booty Judy. And if I wanted a big booty bitch, I go get a bitch. What we talking about? I'm not dating no man with no ass fatter than me. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm sorry. Like, soon as you, okay. Okay. So I'm like, yeah, I don't really be getting on my YouTube because I don't be wanting to mix that life, and I don't be wanting people to get the wrong impression of me because I know I'm a bad bitch. And you know, people ask me all the time, do I do OF and stuff like that? And I just be like, I get it. I be posting like little cutesy stuff, but it's never giving OF. Like, I really be feeling like people really be trying, and I be really feeling offended. But then sometimes I be like, oh, I must. Damn, is the body just giving? It's just giving, but still it's a little offensive. So I'm just like, no, because I don't want you to get the wrong idea. You know, we still kind of getting to know each other, and we're gonna be working together. I don't know if I want to mix that like that. Yeah, he like, I don't know how somehow we got on the topic. I was like, yeah, you know, I do a little content, you know, a little bit. I'm trying to like dabble. I'm like, you know, I do a little bit. He was like, oh, like what kind of content? Like you do OF? I'm like, no, I don't do that. He like, oh, like, are you a stripper? Cause you give like you could be a stripper. I ain't got nothing against no stripper. But I don't feel like, I mean, I don't know, I could give that, but I don't feel like I give that. And I was just like, no, it ain't that. He was like, you could tell me, I wouldn't judge you. I don't judge women who do that. I dated a girl and I took her serious, and she was a stripper and she did this, she did that. Sir, what the fuck are you trying to say? I'm just like, no, like, I don't do that. He was like, you could tell me, like, you got the body, like, you got the face, like, I could see you doing that, like, make your money how you gotta make your money. I don't judge. If you a boss, you a boss. He just saying stuff like that, and I'm just like, this cannot be, Kendrick, this is, am I being pranked? Is this a twin? Like, you got a twin? Like, what is this? Y'all telling y'all he was not acting like this. So I'm just telling him like, no, like I just do like girly content, like try on hauls and like stuff like that. It's not anything actual, like nothing like that. He's just like, oh, but if so, then why can't I see? Because he was trying to ask me for my YouTube and stuff like that. I'm just like, no, like if we, you know, keep talking and we get there, I'll eventually give it to you. But like, no. Y'all, somehow we moved past that, y'all. His phone started ringing. He, you know, looking at it, it's going off. He not answering it. I know what that means. He's probably a little, you know, yes or something like that. I ain't tripping because, you know, I just met you. Phone ringing. Y'all, somehow or another, this man slip out and I'm like, damn, my baby mama blowing me up. Kendrick, you told me when we went on our little coffee date, you ain't had no kids. What you mean your baby mama blowing you up? I'm like, I thought you had kids. He was like, nah, I got a daughter. When I said I had no kids, I said when we had our little date, I asked you if you had kids. You said you ain't had no kids. He was like, well, I don't have kids. I got a baby. A baby? See, that's why you got to be real specific with these men. They play these kind of games. I swear, men be sick in the head. You got to literally ask them very detailed. You got a baby. You got kids. You got a teenager. You got a young adult. You got a grown child. You got one on the way. You got some you may not know. You don't know for sure. On the way or somewhere. You got to be very specific, because if you not, then they said, oh, I didn't, but that's not what I said. I didn't lie. I mean, technically you didn't, but when somebody asks you to have kids, that's all ages. Do you have children? It don't matter how old they is. It don't matter what stage in life they is. Like, what are you talking about, Kendrick? Is you playing with me right now? Y'all wanted to slap the shit out of him and call him bubble butt and get the fuck about my car, bro. Cause like you playing with me right now. Like I like you got to be joking with me, pranking me right now. Cause ain't no goddamn way you sit up in here playing in my face right now. Mind you, I had other date options lined up for that day. And I chose you out of all my other lineup of other niggas to go out with. And this is the shit you pulling right now? Kendrick, Bubble Butt, Big Booty Judy, Mr. Wobble Wobble. And y'all, it wasn't even the fact that his ass crack was showing. It's that he had a hairy ass crack too on top of that. Y'all. So I'm just like, well, you know, somebody's asking if you have kids. That means all ages. He was like, yeah, nah, but yeah, I got a baby. She like 6 months. It was a one night stand though. Hmm. 6 months. One night stand. And you at this big ass age? At this big ass age. Okay. So I'm just like, oh, that's crazy. He proceeds to start telling me all this shit about him and his baby mama and how it was a one night stand. It's by this white girl. Lost me. Lost me. I hope nobody feel offended by this. I hope nobody feel offended by anything I'm saying. And I'm not one of them girlies who's sensitive. If somebody be like, oh, I don't like black girls, I don't like brown skin girls, I don't care. I don't get offended by that kind of stuff. The only time I get offended is if you're trying to put me down to uplift somebody else that is your type. You can just say you're not my type, but don't try to like put me down. But if I'm not your type of woman, I don't get offended by that. I love when a man can tell me, oh, you not my type. Because that, okay, I don't want to entertain nobody that I'm not your type. I tried to, no, that never works out. So one thing, I just don't like dating men who has kids by women that's not the same race as me. Or at least ethnic. Like, you can have a little Latin baby, a little Asian baby. Okay, cool, but a white baby. I don't know. So I'm asking him, I'm like, oh, so like you date girls? He was like, yeah, you know, my past few exes was, you know, palm color. And I'm like, he then proceeds to tell me that his white side of his family, they racist and all this and all that. And I'm already like, bro, you will never see me again in your whole fucking life, bro. You're not working at my job. Like we're not hiring you, bro. I don't like you. And everything about today makes me do not like you at all. Like I'm telling my manager it's a no. It's absolutely not. You're pissing me off now. Like, I'm just like, oh, that's crazy. You know, how do you deal with that? And whoop-de-whoop. He just talking, y'all. I'm just irritated. I'm really not even paying it. I can't even tell y'all what this man was saying, y'all, because I was so irritated. So eventually I was like, you know, I gotta get going. It's getting late. I got some other stuff to do. I was supposed to do something else that day. What the hell was I supposed to be doing? Oh, I think I was supposed to be kicking on my little boo. Probably. So I go drop him off back to his apartment. We in the car talking and I had to pee. So I'm like, can I come upstairs and use the restroom real quick? I gotta pee. And he was like, oh, I would, but my baby here. So I'm like, you left your baby in the house by herself? He like, nah. Somebody up there watching her for me. Who? Who watching her? He like, my people. Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool to you? And if I do, please tell me. Because I know what that means. Your baby mama in there watching that baby. So you live with your baby mama. So, yo, I'm so irritated. I'm just like, you know what? It's cool. Like, I can hold it. I'm not that far from home. I'm like, because Vallejo is not that far from where I live, y'all. It's like a 20-minute drive. So I'm like, whatever. So we in the car talking, y'all. The man then leaned in, try to give me a kiss, bro. His breath just stinking, smell like hella alcohol. Like I move, he like kissed me on the cheek, and like slob get on my little cheek. I don't know if he was trying to tongue me down. It was all wet and shit. I'm irritated. I wanted to punch this man, y'all. I really wanted to punch the man in his fucking throat. Get out my car. Oh, I was so irritated. Y'all. Man. So finally, he's like, all right, I'm going to go inside. He was like, get out and give me a hug. I get out, I give him a hug. He trying to like feel all on me and stuff. I'm just trying to be like, watch out. Like, you doing too much. But I'm trying to keep it cute, keep it nice. I'm like, I'm just, you don't know how these men will act. And he definitely seemed like he was drunk. I don't know. He could be on some other stuff. I don't know. These men from the Bay Area, y'all. They different type of men. They could look like a good man, talk like a good man, but they really want to be a pimp. And they really want to pimp you and dog you out and think you dumb and try to trick you like he did. He told me he had no kids just to tell me he had a baby and that his baby is at home and that his people watching his baby. But you told me your people live in Washington. So what people? Your baby mama. Okay. So yeah, y'all, he eventually walk off. I get in my car. I'm so goddamn irritated. You know that video where the guy in the car, he just in the car? That was me. I said, I know goddamn well, y'all. And then as I'm like driving off, he's calling me. Why are you calling me? He like, can I just talk to you on your way home? I did really want you to come up, but yeah, my baby here. Woo, woo. I hope you don't take that the wrong way. And I'm just like, nah, it's cool. But I'm trying to drive and listen to my music on my way home. I gotta pee. I'm just trying to concentrate because I gotta pee. And he like, nah, but you just so sexy. And if you do OF, you could tell me. If you strip, you could tell me. Where you be stripping at? Where you be stripping at? I want to come see. Just saying all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, bro, I didn't told you I don't do that. I don't know why you think just because I don't want to give you my social media, that means that's what I'm doing. He's like, cause why else don't you want me to see? Why else don't you want me to see? I ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm just like, nah, it's like, it's cool. So get the fuck away from me. But yeah, y'all, eventually I get off the phone with him and I'm just listening to my music on my way home. And I think either I got on the phone with my sister and I just told her, I just started telling her everything that I was telling y'all. I'm like, bitch, I cannot believe this fucking shit. No wonder he had that coat on when I first seen him when he came in for the interview. He was hiding that big Judy booty. Yeah, y'all. After that, like, he would call me. I would talk to him here and there. Yeah, we did not hire him. No. I'm like, I don't think he gonna be a good fit here. I'm telling my man, like, nah, he came up here. He was drunk. It's not gonna work. It is not gonna work. But yeah, he would like call me and text me. I would like entertain him for like a little bit, but I never seen that man again. Actually, he called me a couple months ago, y'all, and I answered it because I thought it was somebody else, but it was actually him. He was like, hey, Shayla, what you doing, Miss Stripper? Click, hang up on you. I already knew who it was. Like, get off my phone with that shit. Get out, like, we never went on a date. He didn't take me on a date. The man tricked me into picking him up, taking his ass to the liquor store, taking him to the water, just to sit up in my motherfucking face and tell me, oh, I don't got kids. I got a baby though. But yeah, and that's why you should never talk to people you work with. But Y'all, it be some fine gentlemen coming through. Oh my goodness. But I'll just be like, because if they start working here, I start talking to them that I don't like them. I just look. Let me just do my little flirt. That's it. I'm not, no. But anyways, y'all, I love y'all down to the ground, and I be asking y'all questions in my story time, and y'all don't be answering them. So is y'all watching? Is y'all not? I asked y'all if y'all wanted me to tell y'all about dreadhead, and I asked y'all if y'all wanted me to tell y'all about dangling earrings. Ain't nobody in the comments said nothing. Y'all don't want to hear about it? Oh, that's all. Y'all probably don't want to hear about it. I don't know. Tell me down below what y'all want to hear about. Drop some brown and white hearts in the chat if you watched all the way to the end, so I know that you was tuned in, and tell me what kind of story times y'all want to hear from your girl. I got some really good juicy story times I want to tell y'all, but them gotta be on the Patreon. Y'all gotta go over there on that Patreon. I can't even put that in the membership, but y'all gotta go to that Patreon, because I got some stories over there to tell y'all. So yeah, but I'm gonna go because I'm thirsty and I'm ready to lay down. I'm at home, y'all, chilling in my bed, comfy cozy, you know what I mean? But yeah, I love y'all down to the ground. Happy New Year. And yeah, it's the first Tuesday of the year, bitches. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hype the video up. Hype up the video. Okay. And, leave some brown and white hearts in the chat if you watch all the way to the end. And let me know what or who or what kind of story times y'all want to hear from me. I love y'all so much. Thank you guys for supporting me and my channel. I love y'all. If any of y'all gonna be out in Houston for spring break the weekend of the 20th, connect with me, because I will be out there. Okay, and I will be acting a goddamn donkey. So if you want to join me and we, act a donkey together, hit me. Let me know. I will be there the 20th to the 23rd. So it's a Friday to a Monday. So yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, y'all. Love y'all. Deuces. Oh, what? I'm a vibe. You a vibe. We should vibe. So you should what? You should like, comment, share, and subscribe. But only if you want to. 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 And again, y'all want that raw, uncut tea? Y'all need to DM me on Instagram or TikTok and ask me for my Patreon. Sometimes y'all gotta ask me 2-3 times, because I get a lot of DMs. I might miss it. I might think I'm about to do it, then something else happen and I forget. I promise. But just message me. I don't want y'all to be like, y'all bother. Y'all not bothering me. I promise. I don't have my notifications on my phone, so it don't pop up. I literally either gotta just be on Instagram in my DMs and see it, and then again, sometimes I get distracted. Shit be going on, and I'll be like, oh, I meant to send it, but I didn't. So yeah, but a story, I'm gonna be dropping a story time in there, and y'all gonna want to, y'all, when I tell y'all not gonna be on the ground, y'all gonna want to fight me. I know. Okay, bye y'all. Deuces.